most of the time we don't do like the pairing. So it's just kind of like the directors or whatever the companies want to see as far as like performers who's performers, or like maybe who's popular, or sometimes who's available. I mean, there's so many factors that come to play. It's just, and a lot of times also they try to do certain pairing, and then one of the performer has to cancel last minute, so it ends up being someone else or something. So you never know kind of like what was the intended seat to be at the first place, you know? But because of that, and also because of the fact that you could have like early call times and everything, it's not so much of you're just having a couple drinks, you're just chilling, and eventually kind of like the vibe goes into that. It's just sometimes you have like a bunch of intro, like the dialogue, all that kind of like stuff to shoot and everything, and then after like basically within like an hour and a half, 2 hours, you're just trying to make the sex happen because the company might be shooting another scene after you, or maybe it's already 7 p.m. Everyone wants to go home and everything, because that's what comes down at the end of the day. It's not really, maybe I don't know how it was back in the day, so I can only just kind of like guess and everything, like the whole kind of like the Ron Jeremy days and everything. Like I know nothing about it. Like in many ways too, I feel like it helped me also like stay super even healthier and on top of my game. I mean, I always loved like working out and stuff just because of playing a lot of sports growing up. I was always super into kind of like staying in shape. It's just, even like mentally for me, I think it just helps me just kind of like feel balanced and everything,
100%, bro.
But in many ways, like being male performer, like the way I like to look at it, it's basically like, this is the NBA of sex or whatever. Like you like any major league you want to talk about. Like I mean not necessarily like, I'm not saying that we're doing it like better than other people at home and everything, because to each their own, and like it's all good and everything. But we're just there to just provide entertainment and just kind of basically
provide a lot.
Thank you.
You do, right? You do.
But basically just maybe taking up like one notch compared to what people, same as you do stuff with your friend and everything, but then you go see a movie. Well, some movies are cool when they're super laid back and you can really relate to them, but sometimes if there are one or two elements that are a little bit crazier in there, it's kind of nice because it feels relatable, but it's still kind of enhancing the reality a little bit, So I think that's kind of where it's at.